Every man has his techniques, and they're all different. And when you know mine, you'll be dead.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Another episode of Dead Air Radio. I'm your host, Steve Fletch. I have my co-host here, Mitch Hartman. Mitch, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. Just hanging out.
Awesome. And so Mitch had the idea last episode, or I guess 1.5 episodes ago, where we were doing like a show and tell of sorts. And then I'm not going to screw this up. So Mitch, you came up with a name for this, right?
Yeah, I ran it past a couple people. People seem to be psyched on calling it Dead Stop.
Awesome. So that's going to be a new segment, I guess we'll do in between the interviews and whatnot. And well, Mitch, I'll let you start off with this one since this is like your brainchild.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of people that responded pretty well to the first episode with me doing it. So we have a bunch of people that are going to come on. But the first one I thought of course, is Nick from Minus Skateshop. I know he's got a bunch of cool shit laying around, and we definitely line up with the things we're into. So I figured he would have some fun stuff. So what's going on, Nick?
Not much. I didn't grab as much stuff as you would have liked. Just didn't want Steve to just go blank for an entire.
It's okay.
So it's not like an Eras tour.
I almost pulled like Taylor Swift stuff, and then I was like, well, maybe
Steve will just check out Homer Simpson into the bushes.
Yeah, just
I'll bring my daughter in. She likes Taylor Swift. She can.
Finally, some.
All right. Well, before we get too deep into Nick's stuff, we do have to. I don't know. I guess impress, you would call it a retraction, but I guess a correction from last week's episode. We talked to the guy. I guess Josh embellished the numbers a little bit on those boards that he sold somebody. So we talked to that guy, and I told him I would clarify that those numbers were definitely way overinflated on his first board and those EXP boards and stuff like. So you know how those stories go. It's like, tell a pro skater one thing, and then it's 10 more people hear it, and the number goes up and up and up. So don't always believe the stories you hear from people.
Right,
but yeah, we're here to talk about Nick.
And Taylor Swift.
Yeah, of course. Always.
Spend the whole time strictly Taylor Swift.
Yeah, strictly all the pop girlies we're here for.
Like, Steve, what's your favorite Taylor Swift era?
I have no idea.
Steve's a big Red era guy, I'm sure.
Me too.
Yeah. Hold on.
89. That's the.
I'll look this up.
People are just going to check out before you even show a thing.
Let's see.
He's looking. He's actually invested.
89. What is that? Is that
It's one of the albums.
It's one of the albums.
Okay. Google is saying I should say something about that. Reputation is often hailed as a fan favorite.
That's Mitch's favorite.
That's my job.
Mitch is a bad boy. You're like,
you guys really listen to this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick just went and bought Hillary Duff.
She's alive
and super relevant again. Who knew?
She's the most relevant now. I've manifested this for the last 15 years.
Loving it.
It's fine. I like skateboarding.
Yeah, let's get back to skateboards. So what's your first thing?
All right. So all this stuff has most of this stuff has some real reason why I picked it, so that I had a story behind it. So we're going to start. Now, I will preface this by, I used to be a fan of this brand. When I was a kid, they had a big Indiana connection. Now the brand doesn't really exist, but it is what it is. But this board always I don't know, I always thought it had a really cool story, and I have a story behind it. It's this Consolidated. Yeah. So the story behind this one, I always thought that the rabbit giving its foot to another rabbit was kind of a cool, it's a cool thing. But the story behind this was, I always liked this board when I was a kid, starting skating, and my mom never wanted to buy it for me. So one day I was on eBay trying to find this is the original one, but I was trying to find this one, and they had reissued it with different colored background, and I wanted the original 7.5 whatever original one. So I keep finding it, and it's $200 to $300, and I was like, yeah, I'm never spending $300 on a Consolidated board. That day I closed my computer, And about 20 minutes later, a kid walks in with this board and puts it on the counter and said, "My girlfriend won't let me have this in the basement. Do you want this?" And it was the board I
Dude,
was
that's
looking for.
insane.
So he just like gave it
Wow.
to me, and I was
Yeah, what are the chances?
yeah, super random. So yeah, this one is first one.
What's on anything on the top?
No, nope. But it's super
Yeah,
terrible shape. But
yeah, I kind of feel that way though. Like, I would love to try and track down an original of that board I showed, like my first Alien board.
yeah,
But like finding that in a 7.4 from like 19, I'm sure that board's gonna run me $1,000 plus. I can't justify. But then there's so many, like, I don't want a reissue of it. Like, if I'm gonna buy it, I want the original.
right. And that was the thing. Like I wanted the original, and it was just so random that he just like walked in and was like, "Hey, I'm moving into this house, and my girlfriend like hates this board. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Holy shit! I was literally just trying to buy this on the internet." So yeah,
Yeah, like, how does that happen?
yeah, right. Super crazy.
So with the Consolidated, what was the connection with Consolidated in Indiana?
There were a couple guys who like rode for the brand that I looked up to. One of them was like Rick Usey. He rode for like Toy Machine, was on Crimson. He was like one of the like AMs on Crimson, but it was like the guy I always looked up to. So a lot of people just like rode Consolidated boards. There was a lot of the the cube with the fire and the water. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Yes, yeah. I still have the blanket from when I was a kid. Like I still just run that blanket for my whole life because 40-year-old child over here. So yeah, but yeah, brands vary whatever, but that graphic was always just one of those where I was like, damn, this graphic's like kind of sick. And yeah, so crazy fact there.
Yeah, I feel like we all have that random, like, this brand isn't cool, but I have a connection to this thing
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, but literally almost didn't do that board. I pulled it off of my wall right before I was like, okay, I'm doing this one because it has the story that's crazy. But I was like,
Yeah.
of course I'm going to pull an Consolidated board. And then
Yeah.
that'll
By
be
far the coolest.
yeah. So yeah. Next we have
Yeah,
the
what are the
Skull.
chances that, like, it would be like somebody in your area also happens to be the person who's like, "Oh, I gotta get rid of this."
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, was that like it was popular pretty much like in the area? Consolidated was popular. Like it's less random than it sounds. Besides the kid coming in with it, or the
Right.
dude coming in with it, but that there was more of those out there.
Yeah, it was very like Consolidated was like multiple people have like every like Consolidated sticker that had the gloves are off if they were never on. Less is more, stay pure, stay, all the like Consolidated sayings. Multiple people have like the entire collection.
Yeah. They have the banana dunks in their closet.
I don't know anyone that has banana dunks, but that would have been a really funny thing to just have.
Be like, "Oh, by the way, and I have these."
Yeah, that whole thing was kind of what killed it for me, where I was just like, guys, like, you lost, let it go. Like, you're really dying on the hill, and you like died a long time ago.
Well, wasn't their thing too that they were like anti-China, and then they were using China wood boards? I think that happened.
That sounds familiar, but I wouldn't be able to say like yes or no, like that is 100%. And they were just, I remember being just, being that they're just so anti everything that wasn't,
Yeah, don't do it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that whole like,
I remember they had riders quit because of that. They're like, Nike's paying me. You're not paying me. Like, I need money to do this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Seth MacCallum being in Consolidated videos, and he rode for Nike.
Yeah.
And I remember just
Emmerich
like,
Chat.
yeah, I remember just being like, well, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is what your whole brand is being based off right now.
Yeah.
Man.
So next
Well,
one.
what do we got next?
All right. All right. So I started skating in 1999. You know, the first 5 or 6 years of skateboarding were, you know, when you're really paying attention to videos and really, uh, Mike Carroll was like one of my favorite skateboarders, still is, but yeah, like he's the reason why I like people grinding ledges and stuff like that. But one of my friends, when they were filming for Yeah Right, his part in that was like my favorite. When they were filming for that video, my friend Andy moved to New York, and when he was leaving, he brought me one of the boards that Mike Carroll skated while filming for Yeah Right. So it has like that clay sticker that he wrote.
Yeah. The non-skate
Yeah,
Lakais.
chiller thing, but it's just, I don't know, one of the boards he skated, it is the flattest thing ever.
So good. That's the old PS Stickswood. I someone I did a trade with somebody recently, and that same series they gave me the Howard of in the trade because I was doing something. I was like, can you throw in something else? And dude's like, oh, this is Rick Howard, you know? And I was like, yeah. And I was gonna skate it, and I told him like, dude, I'm about to set this up. Do you just want to like buy it off me back? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right. So I'm gonna do something real stupid, but I would have loved to have skated that.
Dude, I stood on this board one time and I was like, this is the worst shape I've ever seen.
It's like the best, dude. So good.
Yeah, he's got his feeble grind marks on it, so I feel good about that.
You didn't spot like a clip in the video that he's riding it, did you?
No, I don't think he filmed anything here. This kind of was like as they were leaving, someone gave him something, and then Mike Carroll was just like, I don't really have anything. You're on my board, and just like gave it to him.
That's
But
cool though.
yeah, it's just like one of those things where I was just like, it's cool to have. It just like kind of hangs out on a desk wherever. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, a
But
lot
yeah,
of
Carroll pushed that clay thing pretty hard. Like I remember was it Beware the Flare? He's like wearing a clay hoodie most of the time.
yeah. When he's talking about his bruised heel.
Yeah. Yeah, not the best way to sell shoes.
Right, yeah.
That's right. The clays were the chillers.
Yeah, and I never was that like, does anyone know, was that through anything, or was that just something he
Through
was like,
Podium. That was Tim
Yeah, it's
Gavin's.
part of Podium.
okay.
Yeah, it was Tim Gavin's. Like it was like
Nobody carried it.
non-skate shoes.
Yeah, I remember it being non-skate shoes because it'd be weird if he was doing something else on top of Lakai, but yeah, I remember just like seeing the hoodie, and then when I got in like Beware the Flare, and then when he gave me that board, I was like, whoa, it has the clay sticker and not a single Lakai sticker.
They're probably like, yeah, this thing's bombing. We've got to push this, man.
Yeah, or he was just so into it that he's like, I'm going to push this as hard as I can.
Mitch knows my friend Connor. Mitch knows Connor, and a friend of mine. He does boiler repairs. He works for like a oil company, and he does boiler repairs. And he got tipped. The guy, it's like the house he went to, there was boards like in the basement, and he was like, what are these? And he's like, oh, those are my son's boards. You know, he never took them or something, but there was a stack of like unused boards, and he grabbed a board out of there. But it was funny. He sent me pictures, and there was like girl boards with clay stickers on them.
That's so sick though. Like, I don't know. I always think about, I'm like, damn. Like, has someone's had to have like tried to do like a chiller shoe company outside of that, like just a lifestyle shoe,
Warsaw?
while doing a full brand, trying to do something else?
Is that Warsaw?
No, because like,
No, they're making like skate shoes.
yeah, the
Were
shoes like on the skate side. It's not like you're making a 100% like, I guess Ellington kind of did it with that HRS, the Human
Yeah.
Recreational Services, but
Yeah, where they made the one skate shoe, but it was like basically like a basketball shoe almost.
yeah,
But that wasn't even that. That was that like
No, he was on
Li
Li Ning, right?
Yeah.
he was on.
Bad
I ran.
But he was doing
out-
that while doing the HRS stuff.
Yes, he was doing that. So I guess that would be
But there has to
Probably
be
the
something.
closest.
yeah. I feel like there's got to be someone else who did it, but
I know Supra did all those Greco shoes you couldn't skate in.
yeah,
Everybody I know who and around that time period who went to a wedding had those. Had like navy blue Greco shoes.
Yeah, from my era, that is the Dylan
The
Reaper.
Dylan.
Yeah, all the Dylan stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely have pretty much a Huff shoe for every occasion, where I have like the Dylan, the Gillette, the slip on, just like because
Oh, this is dressy.
yeah, who wants to wear dress shoes when you can just have like the skate shoe? It's way cooler. Okay, next. This was one of those things that I like the deep 2 a.m. scrolling through Instagram. This kind of like popped up, so I had to. This is one of those things that you just have to buy. That
God, I can't wait.
especially for my era. This was the Sorry soundtrack on vinyl,
Holy shit.
and it has all of the Johnny Rotten intros before the song starts. But it comes.
No way.
I
got the vinyl is so crazy.
But it's like it says like 99A on it, and it's got everyone's song from that video. And I don't know, like, I never heard of this thing getting made. Some like,
Yeah, there's no way they had the rights to make any of that.
right. But it like comes with like a bunch of flip stickers and
With a random PD sticker.
yeah, right. This like, I don't even know. It doesn't even say like, yeah, I've never even looked, but it doesn't say who pressed it, who made it.
Yeah, because they don't want it tracked back to them.
Right. But it was just one of those things that was just at a random, like, some record store posted it, and we're like, for all you skateboarders out there, and I was like, holy shit. So, yeah, like, it literally just does the Johnny Rotten intro for everyone's part, and then just goes into the actual song.
Yeah, like there's no way they had permission to put Bowie on a record again.
Yeah, no way. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, just that's random skate nerd shit that I felt like I needed to have in my life.
Yeah, I mean, that video was like huge for a certain generation.
Yeah. And the
I mean, I
soundtrack's
know
also
Steve doesn't like it, but
pretty good. There's a couple duds in there, but yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
yeah, overall.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just one of those things where like people come over and they're like, what is this? And I'm like, I just have it. Like,
Yeah, those weird Instagram things. I actually came across something the other day. Somebody like shared it in a group chat. It was like a whole Baker 3 capsule of like apparel, but it was like logos, sweatpants with like the logo down the leg. Like,
yeah. Someone sent me that
so
too.
I sent it to Shane and I was like, dude, this isn't real, right? And he's like, oh no, it's so bootleg. I was like, well, do with that what you will if you want to tell anybody or go after them. But I'm like, I don't know what you do in that situation. They're just running your shit and making money off you for no reason.
I mean, there's a very strong Baker 3 resurgence right now.
Yeah, and I know they tried to capitalize it. Like they made boards and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they made boards and shirts and yeah, they made a little collection, but yeah, like you have all those like
this was like stand out bad.
but then you get those like bootleg Instagrams where you're like, that's how it's done. Like you just see it and you're
It's
like,
funny, the bootleg is better than the original.
Dude, I'll buy random like wrestling shirts like that, like old like ECW t-shirts. I'm like, look at this fucking Sandman shirt. Like this is sick.
I always forget you're like such a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I definitely don't advertise it like that, but dude, like he's like grimy wrestling. Dude, it was so fun.
I was very Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
like
my
all that
like
stuff.
going to, all the WWF stuff was so sick when I was a kid. And now it's like
Yeah, and
people
that's why it's
bring it
funny
up,
'cause,
I'm
like
like, I know what you guys are talking about. Like that's my era of wrestling, Hell in a Cell.
yeah, right.
All right. So next, this is another board that like looked for forever, probably like 6 or 7 years. Yeah, probably 6 or 7 years. My wife was on the hunt for it. Just every other day, she would be on like Depop or eBay, like just trying to find it. Anyway, one day we were driving to a wedding, and I was driving, and she was like, "Oh my god, I found it!" And I was like, "What'd you find?" And she was like, "I found the board." And I was like, "Yeah, just buy it." And she was like, "Do you want to know how much it is?" And I was like, "Nope, just buy it." Because as a movie fan and as a My Cousin Vinny fan,
Oh,
Chome is
That's an all-timers, right?
an all-timers board. Yeah.
That was like the thing that put them on the map.
Yeah.
yeah, all the weird shaped.
Yeah. Like they did like Rihanna and Ryan Gosling and stuff like that. But this was the
I
one.
remember they did a remote control one.
Yeah. They did a pregnancy test. They did,
Yes.
can't remember who else.
They did a wrestling one where it was like
Did they?
Ric Flair on one side and the other side was, I think, Bret Hart or somebody. It
Okay.
was like a twin tail.
I remember. Oh no, I remember that one. They did a couple wrestling ones because they did one where it was a bunch of like wrestling action figures, just
Yes,
all
yes,
set
I
up, and it's
forgot
just a photo of them in a ring. So, yeah, but this was one of those that I was like,
Dude, that's so what?
but it's funny because like she found it, and like we all looked for like we obviously got it, but it was one of those funny things where I was like, this how now has to like hang up in our house. Like, I
Yeah.
just buy this for this to just be like, cool, I have this in the closet.
Right.
So
Do I even ask how much that cost?
it wasn't that
Do you
bad. I
remember?
think it was like, it was like $300 or something. Yeah. I mean, that's the most I've for sure ever spent on a skateboard, but
But you're still not going to find it again.
yeah, right. Like it's like one of those things where I just have it, found it. I could stop looking for it. Felt good about that.
Yeah. And how many probably got made?
Right.
50, 100, 200? Like, not that many.
Well, the problem was everyone I found was like $600 or $700.
Yeah, that too.
And I was like, I'm not like, this is not like the joke of it is not worth it. But what
Yeah.
is really funny about it was the truck holes when you go to hang it up. Like the only thing you can use is
Yeah.
like fishing line, because if you use like a shoelace, it just looks like she has a mustache.
What's the top say? Anything weird? I
Just
could see them like putting something random on there.
she's good.
She's good.
But there's that like there was a old like I think it was Conan interview where they brought it up to her, and I guess one of them like could be wrong on this exactly what happened, but I know one of them like saw her in New York or something and like showed her, and she thought it was cool.
Oh, that's
She's
awesome.
like, yeah, we made this, and her joke was now they can all ride me, which I thought was, that's a good attitude to have when someone just like cuts out your photo and throws it on a skateboard for.
Yeah, not like, where's my cut of this?
Yeah.
That's a great one. I remember going into the one shop here, Exit, had had all that like more obscure small brand stuff in that era. Like they were the first ones to have FA and 917 and all this stuff where I'm looking at this and I'm like, what the hell is this? But yeah. It's
I mean, I remember like, but that was when like, I don't know, I felt like people got wallboards more often.
yeah,
Like
that was one where it was like, I can't afford, that was like the mid 2000s. Like I have 2 kids. I'm broke as shit. I can't buy anything right now.
Yeah.
Era for me. But I could see tons of people buying those and holding on to them.
it's weird. It's like so much different now because like I'll get boards and I'm like, oh, this is like good wallboard,
Mhm.
People are just like, I don't know. It's like, I would buy it, but it's just like, I feel like board prices have just like gone up just enough to where people are like, yeah, I'm not buying that to put on my wall.
Yeah, the novelty of it is not as easy as it used to be.
Yeah. So final, Mitch, you know about this one, but from one of my favorite movies of all time, the sequel came out and they made the magazine from Devil Wears Prada. So my wife ended up getting this. I think they only made like a handful of these and they were only given out at CinemaCon or something like that. So this is one of those like movie memorabilia bullshit that I feel like I needed to have, but
Right, yeah, there's probably like no content inside the magazine.
yeah, I'm not going to open it, but
Yeah.
You never opened it?
no, it's like sealed and stuff.
It's tape.
Oh.
Open it. There could be $1 million in there.
I mean,
I'm not going to crease the side.
yeah. No, but it's like one of those like I don't know, I saw it on this is another thing. I saw it on Instagram and I was like, whoa, they actually made the magazine for like one
Right.
thing that was only available at like CinemaCon, so she ended up finding it. She was like, yeah, I got you this, and I was like, as a 40-year-old skateboarder, to get this as a gift and be excited
This is
about
what
it,
really matters to you.
the most explaining my existence. So yeah, but waited 20 years for that movie, and it's good. So those are my 5 random things that I have acquired throughout.
I'm upset there was no Dark Star Battalion in there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I made a joke that I was going to try to find 5 copies of The Storm. And just be like, The Storm on VHS, The Storm on Blu-ray, The Storm.
the DVD soundtrack or the CD soundtrack.
That'd be the most brutal soundtrack.
Yeah, forget sorry.
Man. The Storm. I did learn today that Globe Opinion has different covers.
I mean, I have mine. I can go show you which one.
Yeah, grab yours. I want to see, and you can let me know who, because the one I saw was Gershon, but my buddy was telling me he's like, yeah, nobody knows, but there's like 5 or 6 different covers.
Shit in here all of a sudden.
Ronnie Mullins.
All right. You have okay, yeah, and the one I saw was Gershon. Yeah. But he's like, nobody notices, but there's different covers.
Yeah, I did not know that. I wonder if it's a different soundtrack. Like how
Can you
Yeah
imagine?
Right has a different soundtrack, and
Audio,
Yeah, like
One
the
Step
Best
Beyond.
Buy version.
yeah, One
Well,
Step Beyond has a different soundtrack.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
the VHS has the good Montoya song in here, and then yeah, I guess for DVD they had to change.
But it's funny because Yeah Right, there's DVDs with the right soundtrack, and then there's DVDs with the replaced song.
It's probably when they got into Best Buy and stuff, to
Yeah.
sell more of them, and they had to do all of that.
Oh, we got to get the rights again? No thanks.
Well, I think that happened with Logix too, because there was tons. I used to always go to Best Buy and buy Logix because they were like $5. I remember I was like, oh, the music's different.
Oh, that's weird.
It's weird when you like we were watching, me and one of my friends were just like randomly watching One Step Beyond, but we ended up watching the VHS version and he had the DVD version. So like it was like his first time seeing it.
He had the reverse.
As it should have been
Yeah,
presented.
Why is this
he was like, this wasn't the song they used. And I was like, no, it was the song they used. That was we used to have some skate trivia thing here, and my other friend Nick, he is a huge skate nerd, and me and him were arguing because there's the second song that Selego used when he nollies into the bank or whatever, it's different on the DVD version, and they played the original song, and I kept arguing with him. I was like, no, it's One Step Beyond. 100%. It's Ed Selego. And he was like, I just watched that video. It's not Ed Selego. We just argued that. I was right, but he was like, so he had never seen that version either. So yeah, it's like,
Man.
it is really jarring because these things get like stuck in your head, and then like a video part starts and you're like, this is wrong.
Yeah, it's funny too because that's when, like, before music rights, like nobody cared. It was just like rogue, like you put whatever in there.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was at my friend's college dorm and he had the DVD and I put it in. I was like, oh, I'd love to watch Montoya's part, and I put it in and I'm like, what the hell did they do to this? Because the music I was like, this isn't the right song. Like, what happened?
Yeah, because there's like no skate sounds. It's just the song.
Because I don't think they re-edited them. Yeah, I think they
Right.
just
They just threw a new song on top.
Yeah. Man, I was like so bummed, so mad. Like, what the fuck is this? And he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't watch it anyway. I was like, oh, I'm missing out, man. That
Like
month
Nick
will
and
get
I were
close.
talking the other day. He introduced the Storm to some new kid.
Oh, nice.
He was
He
stoked.
quit skating.
No,
You made
he
him
was
quit.
so stoked. He was like, dude, this video is fucking awesome.
I was saying, like, I wonder what it'd be like if I like made Austin watch the Storm and see how far he got.
What would you do if you ruined him and he like started skating with like triple XL swishy pants and no shirt and Osiris's?
I mean, respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same way all the kids here started rocking all the DC shit. He just goes back and finds old Peter Smolik shoes.
He's like, I got something even better, guys. Yeah, he has a Josh Casper board.
Yeah, he's like, I'm trying to be Chris Dobstaff.
Dude, the sag wear was
Yes.
so funny.
Man, with the Velcro
Smolik
for his
athletic
shoes.
gear.
You could buy Smolik's shoe and then get his pants so that you don't step on your pants and you can
Yeah,
sag.
you
Velcro 'em
Velcro 'em to the
right
heel
on.
of your shoe.
Whew. Talk about marketing, dude. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's like when Etnies started selling extra tongues that you could put behind your tongues in your shoes instead of cutting them out of another pair.
That happened? I didn't know about I had
I
That
didn't.
was probably
Yeah,
that was
I
before your
remember
time.
them. They had like elastic. It was a tongue with elastic band.
Yeah, that you would wrap around
And
your
you
existing
put it
tongue
over,
during
yeah.
that like double fat tongue era.
Yeah.
dude, that is that's so cool.
Right?
Yeah.
What etnies
We were
were
like, dude, I'm just cutting it out of shoes like I did before.
what etnies were like what etnies did you guys skate?
Except MC
Yeah.
racks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be the Sal 23, but did that have a thick tongue in the beginning?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't not, but not. Yeah, they weren't making the tongues that big. Like people were sticking socks in them. We used to cut old tongues out of our other old
Yeah,
shoes and then
exactly.
shoe glue them underneath and stick them.
Yeah, that's what, like
under.
if I had like shell toes or something where like they had no puffy tongue,
Mhm.
you'd find a shoe with a puffy tongue, cut it out, and glue it in there.
Yeah.
Seems so ridiculous now.
We used to even like roll packing tape, but the wrong way, or duct tape, like sticky side out,
Mm-hmm.
and then do it around and put it in so it sticks to your sock in the shoe. So it puffs the shoes out. Good old days, man.
Not that any like 19 or 20-year-olds would listen to this show anyway, but they're all like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Tongues and extra tongue.
Yeah, I knew people did definitely knew people did the like cut tongues out of other shoes, but I didn't know that etnies legitimately sold tongues to add to your shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a tongue, and it had like, if this is the tongue, and then it had an elastic band.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd put the tongue like through it and it would be underneath.
I mean, good for them to catch on before the trend was dead.
Right.
Yeah.
But can you imagine like when the trend died, they just had a backstock of tongues?
Tongues.
They sat like those other boards in the shop.
They probably just threw them on like Cali cuts or something and sold them to PacSun, like, repurposed them.
I just imagine them putting in like man, double tongues are killing it. We should order 100,000 more, and then just dies at that instant.
Yeah, that trend just dies.
Mitch, there was Adidas. Adidas made like knockoff like PacSun shell toes, and they had double tongues. Do you remember that? They came with two tongues.
No.
That was a thing. They would advertise them in skate magazines. I got to find the ad now, but they would make a shoe that had two tongues, and it was like terrible. It was like the worst shoe.
Yeah,
The
it
ad
didn't
had like some
work.
kid, and it was like a cartoon of this kid with a lollipop, but his tongue was concrete or something. Something weird.
This
I'll
is a
find
look
it.
back library mission to find this.
Yeah, I got to go through the archives. I'm definitely gonna find that. Man,
Yeah.
I bet Kevin just knows immediately. Like, you'd be like, it's this issue and this.
yeah.
That guy's, like,
It was
so
one like
locked into that stuff.
Now you guys got me going.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember when I was cleaning out my mom's house this past year, I found stickers for Box, like BOKS, where it was like Reebok's first attempt at getting into skating.
Wow.
Yeah, it like failed miserably instantly.
I don't think they would have advertised in Slap.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a trans world thing.
Trans World thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right between the Got Milk ad and the Join the Army ad.
Yeah, when Transworld was 400 pages.
That's it. It is crazy to get like when I was getting the look back library and people were like bringing magazines, I would like pick up the boxes. I'm like, whoa, this is so heavy. And it was like not even that many magazines. It was just
Yeah, because they were thick.
so big. Now it's like, dude, Thrasher's like that big.
Right.
Pretty much only magazine. Not only magazine, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
magically
because it's like
found this
Skate
forever.
On or whatever. That's like, there's free mags out there, but there's not a lot of
Yeah, like
paid.
paid subscription. Like I know Closer does a really good job. But yeah,
Yeah, I found a free mag when I was in Barcelona. And I was like, this is awesome. I was like, I've never actually held one. It's like I've watched a million videos on there, but never actually held
yeah.
an issue of the magazine.
Yeah, we used to get them all the time in like theories when we'd order theories boards and stuff. They would throw a couple free skate mag in there. The like quality on the free skate mag is crazy.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Like
Yeah,
the
like the paper quality and all
yeah,
that
the
was
covers
pretty
like
impressive.
always matte instead of like the weird gloss finish thing.
Yeah,
Steve's really committed to this.
riveting audio.
This is gonna. Oh yeah, do you just hear me flipping pages?
Dead air's turned it into an
I-
ASMR channel.
I don't know why I thought like, oh, I'll just find this in this random magazine I pick up. It's definitely gonna
First
be.
magazine you pick up, first page. There it is.
Yeah,
I'm still
this is the
like,
Consolidated board all over again.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna find the ad for that Consolidated board. No, but this is pretty sick. Here's the Adidas ad in there. It's the Kalis fake posed no slot thing.
Yes.
Sequence that wasn't a sequence.
What
Funny
year-
how many times Adidas tried to get into skating before it actually worked.
Well, like Mark Gonzalez rode for it the whole time. Like it was like,
Right. Like when they did that DOS version of it where it was just
Here's-
DAS.
yeah.
Here's another bad Adidas ad.
In the same issue?
No, now that I know where they would like give these companies pretty much the same position every magazine, so now I can kind of cruise. But
Just find all the
Whatever.
Airwalk ads. That's where the good shit's at.
I think 96. This was like Airwalk was kind of. Oh my god! Oh, Nike. Here's your Nike skate ad from '96.
Damn. With the
Yeah, it's
sponsor
Is it
logo on
Choppy
top?
Omega? Choppy Omega wearing the chode,
The chode.
skating the board sliding the Banks rail.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, with jorts.
Man,
Oh my
how things
God.
have changed with that one, huh?
All right.
Yeah. This is so Puma.
Yeah, how many times
Those
has
donger
Puma
ads.
skate shoes?
What?
How many times has Puma tried to do skate shoes?
Yeah, right.
What's funny is they have it almost easier than anybody because they just have to put out the Puma suede with a little thicker tongue and they're good to go. No fat laces or anything. Just put out the one everybody used to skate. But
Right,
they
that's-
can't seem to handle that.
But they
Hitch
also,
your wagon to Joey Brzezinski and you're good to go.
yeah.
All right, this is the last one I'm looking at. I'm not gonna do this to you guys any longer.
Yeah, remember when these are going to be short episodes?
Yeah, this is good. We like having Nick on.
Yeah, I'm here. Watching you go through what year are you on? Like are you on 96?
This is 97. I
Okay.
jumped to 97. I'm gonna take a chance. Gonna take a chance, and this is it.
Is that a 16 ad?
That's so funny. 16. Who is it? Jimmy asshole for it.
What a crazy 16 was such a crazy idea for a company. It's like we have a team until you're 16 and then you're kicked off.
Then you get the boot.
Then you get to go to Invisible. Dude, Chris Lambert can't sell ad.
Can't sell.
Pastel shoes. Shit.
Riveting.
Maple. Wow, all the hot fire is in here.
You see Maple?
Maple skateboards.
Is it
Yeah.
a black cat?
No, this is way before that. Yeah, fucking Maple. So Nick, what other brands were big by you that had like the Indiana influence?
Black Label. Black Label was huge here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were the like biggest company at one point. It was crazy because by me it wasn't. We lived in this bubble. I remember the sales reps. Everybody would come in and we were selling tons of ventures and stuff at the shop by me and that I worked at and my buddies worked at. And they was like, yeah, everybody else sells indie. Indie's number one. Black Label's number one. Like, and we're like, oh yeah, we don't sell hardly any of that. He was like, that's because you guys don't push it on the, don't show the kids that. And we're like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because we don't care about it.
Yeah.
My friend Buddy, who owned the shop here a long time ago, he said that the best-selling series that they ever had, probably outside of BAM, doesn't count, but like the best-selling series was a Black Label series. He said that he would order like 4s and 5s of each one at a time, and like they would come in and he'd order more. And it was like
Wow.
I remember the series. It's like a bunch of like zombie military people.
Yes,
I
I
know
was just
exactly
going
what
to
you're
ask
talking
you if
about.
it was military because I
Yeah.
remember those.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was like the Mike V, Omar Hassan,
yeah.
Black Label era.
Omar Hassan.
And then they were like, there's a bunch of like Indiana stuff and like Blackout and Label Kills and stuff like that. So they were here quite a bit. What else? It was very
Is
like
Jub from Indiana?
Jub is from Illinois.
Is
So
that close to you guys?
Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's how he convinced me to come down there.
yeah. Like
I
Chicago's
was
like
in Chicago, and he's like, "I'm only 3 hours away. Come
Yeah.
through."
Yeah, it was very like rocker stuff that was really popular in like the 2000s. So Zero, Crimson did really well, Consolidated, Black Label, all of that stuff. It was there was like way less girl and workshop people and way more of like, you know, the punk stuff.
Yeah, that era, like Dying to Live ish
Yeah.
era, like all that stuff. Like we wouldn't obviously we sold ridiculous amounts of Zero and all that, but like we would do really well, like Ben Gilly boards. Like people loved Ben Gilly for some reason.
Well, they should. Ben Kelly rules.
Was it a friend of mine, Jason Kinzel? But he was just telling me, he was like, I posted that I watched Label Kills yesterday, and he was like, Ben Gilly was my favorite part, and I was like, really? Okay,
Dude,
So,
that Faith
shows what I
video,
know. What's that?
the Faith video, Reason to Believe,
I never saw that.
Oh, that
dude,
video's
it's great.
awesome. That video's really good.
Yeah, as much as I'm not a Jamie fan, like Jamie's part in there is really good. Gilly's part's good.
James Hardy's
Justin
part.
Gecko. Yeah, Rakestraw's in it, right?
Rakestraw's in it. Yeah, James Hardy has first part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I always like.
Starts off with that Johnny Cash song that's so sick.
Yeah, I always like. My thing for Ben Gilly was like he always felt like the all will no skill type of skateboarder, where he was like, yeah, I can probably ollie this high. It's fine. Like he would just do like what was the Gilly grind, where he would just get into like the 1 foot Willy grind, and because he couldn't ollie high enough, and then he'd just try it again. And I always was like, damn, that is sick. This dude doesn't care at all. He just jump
He
on it.
came and stayed at Hot Wax House for a little bit, and there was like one party where he was like wrestling with somebody. They were like not fighting, but like pretty intensely wrestling. And his forearm, he just swung it in one direction and broke a coat rack in half. He's just such a monster that it was like one of those stories that like live like I can't believe how the fuck did he break a coat rack in half with just his forearm, just like bam.
Ben
But
Gilly.
yeah, here's another one where it's like like you said, it's like terrifying to watch him skate, but it did stuff.
Yeah. And he's
So he rode for Black Label, and was he on Zero ever?
yes.
Later, like way later on. He
And
was like
that's it?
working at the warehouse there, and then they gave him a board.
He was because he had footage in Strange World, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I only because he was on Circa, so he was coming around because he was on Circa with those guys.
Man, talk about Circa's had some crazy crazy eras.
Yeah, that's it. One that should just stay gone, but it's not.
Circa. Is that back?
I don't know. I saw they had shoes like a year ago, but I haven't seen anything since. But it was like Argentinian or something.
Yeah.
Where it was like owned down there.
And I think that like Adrian Lopez shoe just still prints money for them. Like AL50 or whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy that shoe's got to be 20 something years old.
Yeah.
Man, the Adrian Lopez shoe.
Yeah, outlasted his career.
Right. No,
Well, on that note, I think we're gonna end this one.
all right.
Yeah, before we end our own careers.
You guys did me in with the Adrian Lopez shoe. Well, Nick, thanks for coming on.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is this is fun just to see what people have. You know, I think it's a lot of fun.
It's hard to narrow it down to 5. Like I was thinking about it, I was like, man, if it was 10, it'd be so much easier. But then it just be
Well, fuck it. At this point, do you have time? You want to do another 5? I don't.
No,
You
people will
like
kill
walk
it.
around and grab stuff, be like, here's
If
a
you
spike
want, go
note.
for it. Nick,
This is
pick
my
one more.
cat.
Pick one more. We're gonna end it. Pick one more.
What?
Yeah. If
No
you want,
warning.
you don't have to.
Oh, dude, that's too much pressure. I'm like,
Okay. All right. Save me the editing.
like,
All right.
here's my.
Save the people the time.
He's got it.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Lizzie McGuire doll.
Stop on that note.
Who? Who is it?
It's from an old Hillary Duff TV show. My brother-in-law found it, and he was like, "Look what I got you," and I was like, "Holy shit, that's so
incredible."
funny. But it was
I
just right behind me, so I thought that'd be funny.
I don't know what I just saw.
Yeah, no, you should. It'd be weird if you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch,
Please don't have Lizzie McGuire in your search history.
why will I get in trouble? Okay. All right. I have homework now.
God.
All right.
Next episode, deep diving. I'm on season 4 of Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah. You're right. Hillary Duff is awesome.
Is the best of both worlds.
And we'll have an alternate podcast going after, we'll do the Hillary Duff podcast.
Holy shit. Just
Are you guys going
I'm
to do
out.
that?
Nick's the co-host.
There you go. It'll get more views, I'm sure, than this.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Oh, I know. The amount of times that has been sent to me.
Of course.
So funny. And then you sent me that thing last night where it was like the meme you sent me yesterday was so funny. Elon has been dethroned as the richest person on earth.
She's starting at OnlyFans. Steve's so lost.
Yeah, I'm lost.
He's like, I hate it here.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna start looking for Adidas shoes again in these magazines.
Yeah, we might as well. You guys can keep
Carry
going.
myself
I'm
with
gonna
extra
go.
tongues.
Yeah, I gotta find that now. All right, well, and Nick, so if anybody wants to online, right, minusskateshop.com?
Yeah, minusskateshop.com, minusskateshop on Instagram. It's all the same.
Yeah. Nick makes great shop tees. Go buy one.
Make shop t-shirts.
Buy a Nile board.
Buy a Nile board.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right,
tell Nile
cool.
we said hi.
I will.
Yes, definitely. All right, cool. And we'll be back, I don't know, in a week or two.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Take it easy, guys.
Oh.
But yo, you gotta break out and I gotta break out. World for life.